Good morning, everyone. Donna Miller here, of course, as you know, founder of C3 Workplace. I am here for what are we up to? Episode number 6 of Avoiding the Shiny Object. I have been coming to you each Thursday morning at 10 o'clock for about 10 minutes. And my hope is to share with you some of the practices that we use at C3 Workplace and the practices that we have shared with the well over 2,000 companies that we have helped to start and grow over the past 22 years. I feel really blessed to get up every day and love what I do and love who I do it with. And as we start to move into the holidays, it really means a lot to me to be able to take these 10 minutes to talk to you about gratitude in action. Now, it may seem like gratitude in action is a departure from avoiding the shiny object, but bear with me. I think when we come to the end, you'll see how it is very much a part of avoiding the shiny object. I also want to encourage you to ask questions during this segment. If you ask a question or want to leave a comment in the section, please do sign it with your website address. Let's use this little mini segment here as an online marketing forum. And I also, if you are liking what you're hearing, share it with your friends on Facebook. So, gratitude in action. During our prior segments here, we've talked about target marketing. We've talked about execution. We've talked about wildly important goals. We've talked about the power of saying no, and I've gotten some great feedback from all of you regarding that very topic. And last week, we talked about behavior planning and doing the behavior. So, gratitude in action. Here is what I know for sure. We have resources that we can share. What I also know is there are many people out there that need what you have. And it's easy to say, but I want to encourage you to make it part of the fiber of what you do. Hey, Christine, I want you to consider gratitude a verb and not a noun, and I would love to see you weave that into how you run your business and, as I'll get to later, why you run your business. So I wrote a blog on Tuesday about this very topic, and I believe there are 3 ways, simple and powerful, that you can make gratitude a verb. First of all, you can share the wealth. And of course, that's kind of straightforward. The reality is many can use what you have. I happen to be involved in the Salvation Army, and it has been an amazing 11 years that I've volunteered for that organization. And what has struck me is, but for the grace of God, it could be you or me, one car bill away from being homeless. So as you look towards the holidays and you think about what you're going to do for the holidays, it's my hope that you will find a way to share your wealth. Whether there's so many companies that are involved in Toys for Tots and toy drops and helping other people that I hope you will consider that. Here's a strategic way I believe you can share your business wealth, and that is you could volunteer, and that's great, and that is a good strategic move for you because you'll get to know people, you'll get to build relationships. But I want you to consider providing pro bono work to organizations that might be able to use your services. And I believe that as a business strategy and as making gratitude part of the fiber of what you do, doing pro bono work is really effective. So you can showcase your services and your talents to an organization. I mean, frankly, there is a possibility that down the road, that organization may actually need and be able to pay for those actual services that you're providing. So share the wealth, consider doing some pro bono work. In 2017, one of my wildly important goals is that I am going to seek to bring on, we currently do work for associations where we do not only their administrative back office and their phones, but we do their bookkeeping. It will be part of my strategic goals for 2017 to seek 5 more of those clients. One of the ways I might do that is by providing some pro bono work. So as you think about gratitude in action and sharing the wealth, consider providing pro bono work. It's a great way to test some of your products and services, and chances are the charity will be happy to be your beta test. And what I see a lot of going on right now, the third way I believe that you can share the wealth is by using your voice. I think this is something that as a society, we are seeing a lot of people using their voice in regard to our political climate of late. I tend to think, and I won't make any political statements, I tend to think that has been on the negative side. I want to encourage you to find a way to use your voice that will be an example of gratitude in action. And I mentioned before that I have been volunteering for the Salvation Army for the last 11 years, and I want to tell you how that happened. I'm in business 22 years, maybe many of you know that. I would have a holiday party every year, and when it came to my 10th anniversary, we had a huge party. It was great. It was fun. We had gained a bit of a reputation for having fantastic holiday parties. I know, Barbara, you were there. And it came to year 11, and I felt like, okay, now I have to outdo myself from last year. And I felt like I had gotten into a keeping up with the Joneses type of situation. And I decided, and I talked to the team, and I said, let's figure out how to do this differently. So we decided that for our 11th holiday party, we would attempt, we didn't know how it was going to go, but we would attempt to raise money for a charity. Unbeknownst to me, there's a homeless shelter in Montclair. Who would think there are homeless people in Montclair? But the Salvation Army runs the Cornerstone House for homeless people. It's a 23-bed unit. It is one of the few homeless shelters in Essex County that can actually accommodate families. They have a male floor, a female floor, and a family floor. So we decided, okay, let's lend our voice to this charity. So we had our party. We asked people to bring certain items that the shelter always needs, and we asked them to bring their checkbooks. And we donated money ourselves. We matched some of the donations, and we budgeted that, and we budget that going forward each year. Well, in a completely overwhelming, amazing chain of events, we raised $10,000 for the Salvation Army at that holiday party. I was blown away by that. They were blown away by that. They did what any smart nonprofit would do, which was said, hey, can you come work on our board? Which I did, and 11 years later, I'll be going to a meeting in the morning. So my point is, we have power in our voice, and I really want to encourage you to think about how you can use that voice in a positive way. It's easy to complain, it's easy to rant, but can you find a way to create some good with your voice? I really believe you can. And gosh, these 10 minutes fly by. As we wrap up this segment, here's how I believe gratitude in action is very strategic for your business. I started my company 22 years ago unintentionally as a values-driven company. We are now very clear on that. If you have not seen it and you know me, I'm going to tell you to watch the 18-minute TED Talk. And Jesse, maybe you can type the link into the comments section. Simon Sinek, How Great Leaders Inspire Action. And here's the bottom line. People do business with why you do what you do, not what you do. Let me repeat that because it's important. People do business with why you do what you do, not what you do. I want to encourage you to get very clear on why you're doing what you do, and I really hope it is that you might want to leave the world a better place. For us at C3, we absolutely are committed to being a force for good in our Christine, that was adorable. Christine Clifton says Simon Sinek will be her future husband. And I will gladly and happily come to that wedding, Christine. But the reality is, at C3 Workplace, we believe companies should be a force for good. We believe you should not have to check your values at the door. We believe that each one of us has not only the ability to truly change the world for the better with the ripple effect that we create, but not only do we have the ability, I believe it's our responsibility. So as we go into this holiday season, I wish you and your family a wonderful, blessed Thanksgiving holiday. I hope that during your time with friends and family this weekend, you might think about the things that you currently take for granted that so many people can't, and that you might find a way to put your gratitude into action. I wish each of you a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. I will not be broadcasting next Thursday because I will be counting my blessings with my family, but I will be back the week after that. And I thank you for joining us. Again, sign your comments with your website. Share the message. Let's try and reach as many people as we can with this particular message. Thank you all so much, and I will see you in December. Bye, everyone.